Due to a lot of misinformation in the mainstream media, a lot of people don't know that there's a big difference between marijuana and hemp. Today, we're gonna break that down for you. First things first, let's get one thing straight. Marijuana, cannabis, and hemp are not the same thing. Cannabis is the family of plants with two classifications, indica and sativa. Marijuana is considered to be a part of both families, while hemp is only a part of the cannabis sativa family. While marijuana can be in the same family as hemp, they can be very different. Think about it like the canine family. Wolves and dogs can be very different, but they can also have a lot of similarities. But those differences are pretty big. Marijuana can also be called weed, pot, chronic, sticky icky, and more. Hemp is just called hemp. Visually, marijuana and hemp look pretty similar, unless you know what you're looking for. Marijuana generally has a broad leaf, a dense bud, and a short, bushy appearance. Hemp, however, has skinnier leaves and grows a lot taller, up to 20 feet. All plants in the cannabis family have dozens of chemical compounds called cannabinoids. So far, 113 have been discovered. The two most prevalent of these compounds is delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, aka THC, and cannabidiol, also known as CBD. Both of these compounds have beneficial effects on the body. However, THC gives you that psychoactive effect you get from smoking marijuana. CBD, however, does not contain any of those psychoactive effects. In other words, CBD cannot get you high. Marijuana plants generally contain 15 to 40% THC. However, hemp has less than 0.3%. In our bodies, we have an endocannabinoid system, which is comprised of cannabinoid receptors. These work along our nervous system and synaptic nerves to help regulate normal behavioral pathways. These include movement, anxiety, senses, appetite behavior, and more. THC is an activator of the CB1 receptor in the brain. When activated, this causes short-term changes in the efficiency of synaptic nerve transmission, which is what causes you to feel high. Basically, the THC you receive from smoking marijuana makes it super hard for your nerves to communicate, which is why you start acting all silly. CBD is classified as a negative allosteric modulator of CB1, meaning it effectively alters the shape of the CB1 receptor. This change makes it more difficult for CB1 agonists like THC to stimulate the receptor. Basically, CBD is really bad at activating the CB1 receptor and actually helps regulate nerve transmission, which balances the body out. Also, evidence shows that CBD might modulate the psychotropic effects of THC. It inhibits its ability to bind to CB1 receptor sites, thus making THC less effective. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helps clear up some of that misinformation that's been floating around the mainstream media and also has given you a better understanding of hemp, marijuana, and CBD.